All right, so this is I want to say 22, either 22 or 21, but I'm pretty sure it's 22. Um, we have one class, one big class, and its main, right? So we're not too worried about the privates, right? Maybe a little more concerned about static because I'm noticing that we're using the class name to invoke a method. Um, but that's all right. It just means method. And by the way, right over here, this is totally fine. If you are creating an object of type main inside of main, that's allowed in Java, right? Because like your definition for the object is kind of, I guess, ran at compile time, and then you start making your objects. So it's like we already know what main is by compile time, and then after this main object has been declared within main, Java already has like your sort of blueprint for main, so this is not a problem. This right here, that's totally fine. Um, but let's look at what else we got. We have a main constructor, cool. We have a static method that gets us our value, which happens to also be static. And then we have this non-static um, method right here, right? All right, so nothing too out of the ordinary. we um, we can just start from main, right? That main method. Okay. So what are we doing over here? There is an object called object one, I can presume, right? It's of type main, and it's going to point to a main object, right? So here's my main object, and it's taking in a an integer, which is good because I don't actually have a main constructor that doesn't take anything, or I guess that takes in nothing. Right? I don't have that sort of like a main no parameter constructor. So it's a good thing that I am passing in a number, right? So it knows where to go. It's going to go right here. So it's saying that value is equal to value, right? So it's saying that this static variable that's universal for every object of type main is going to be set equal to value. So it's going to be set equal to 5. So instead of placing the 5 right here, I'm actually going to place it out here since it's static. So value is equal to 5, and I'm just going to have it like it's kind of like a point to it like this. All right. So in making this object, in making this new main object, every object of type main has their value set to 5. That's what it means to be static. Right. Now here I have object 2 is equal to new main 6. All right. So object 2 main, and its value, the thing I passed in was 6. Right. So not only is its value going to be changed to 6, but every value, I guess, every object of type main will have their value changed to 6. So let me go point this to the value, and then every single object of type main has a value of 6, right? Okay, so that's that. Now I have main.val is equal to 2, right? This is totally fine because we are using the class name to access the static field value, right? So that's totally fine, right? I'm just saying main.val is equal to 2. So instead of going through like these middlemen, these objects, I can go straight to the value and edit it, right? So it's going to be 2. And you might be thinking, oh wait, it's a private value, or it's a private field. How is this legal? But I'm in main. I'm in the class where it's private in. It's private to, right? Something has to be able to access it, and that something is the class main, right? Only like main can allow for like notation like this. If we were in another class and we try to do dot val, then that's bad, right? Then we start throwing errors. But I mean, look, we don't even have a none of the above answer, right? So we expect this code to run just fine. It's really just up to us to trace it correctly, right? So this is a totally fine line, right? And it's just changing every single, I guess, value, or I guess every object of type main's value to 2, right? So then what is this guy doing? We are invoking the set val method, okay? And it is important that we didn't just do main dot set val because, well, what do you call it? This is not static. You're not allowed to use the class's name on a non-static method. So that's why it was necessary for us to, one, create this object, and two, kind of use it as that middleman to access set val. So what does set val do, right? So we're gonna place in 7 here. Public void set val, okay. So this is 7. So it's just saying that value, the static field, is equal to 7, right? So then I go through object 2, I go to val, and it's 7. All right, so that's that. And now all we have is a simple print line, right? So what do we have? We have object 1.val, okay? What is that? That's 7. Print out a 7. We can print out a blank space, so, right here. Of course, like in the real code, it wouldn't actually like print out like a line here, but just doing it for, I don't know, to make it more clear, right? And then we have main.getVal, okay? So where is getVal? GetVal is right here, right? And it is a static method, so you're allowed to do main dot getVal. I mean, really, what you could have done was just, get val, since we're in main, right? And main can see this method, whether that's public or private, because it's within these boundaries. But maybe just to confuse you, they decided to do main.getVal. Same difference, right? Because it's static. You're allowed to do that. What does that method actually do though? It returns val. And what do we know val to be? 7. All right, so now getting rid of this line here, we are presented with the answer 7, 7, which is an answer right here, B. So let's go ahead and verify that that answer is correct. What is it? B? Yeah, 7, 7. Okay, B does look like the right answer. And that would be the one you want to choose. I'll see you in the next one.